All right, welcome back to the Sunday Night Sports Wrap. Talking Red Sox with Nick Friar. Still haven't shaved that ugly goatee?
Ugly? I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, actually. I don't know why that's funny.
It's getting a little aggressive.
I mean, I'll clean it up a little bit, but I mean, I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. I mean, but you've gotten like angry letters?
I've been getting a lot of tweets about it.
Okay, I mean, I just everybody to my face is telling me that's nice. Maybe people are lying to me. I don't know.
As you continue to do radio, you can keep that, but it's not really a look for television.
So you're telling me to get rid of it, or I'm going?
No, you can keep it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, Red Sox win today. Chris Sale, another win, 7-2 on the year. How big was this to get the split with the Orioles?
Huge. I mean, you come into the series, start off sluggish, and for Sale it was big too because he did not do well against his old team, and he admitted beforehand, that he was going to be a little excited about it. So it's a nice bounce back, and this wasn't particularly a great start for him either. 3 runs early. I know there were some issues with Pablo Sandoval because we know he can't play third base, but to have an off day, sort of, for Sale, for it to be this strong is a great sign for him moving forward. And
the star offensively was Andrew Benintendi, just 22 years old. He had a hot start to the year, then came back to earth. How much did he need this for his confidence to get back to an all-star caliber level?
It's huge because when you have, when you're a young guy, especially, that sophomore slump, you worry about that. And with him, this is really his, his second full year. So now they're able to see what his weaknesses are. Once they know his weaknesses, they keep attacking it.
Right.
To get that little slap hit on Saturday night was huge, and now he breaks out today. So hopefully this is a sign that he's kind of getting out of that slump and identified what his issue is and trying to turn that into a strength.
All right, David Price was excellent yesterday in his second big league outing. I don't think anyone expected that sort of performance. You've been on the record saying you're not expecting much for him this season. How was he able to do it yesterday, and will he continue to pitch at this level?
Well, that's 2 starts, right?
2.
I said 5.
5.
So there's still room.
So you're projecting he just breaks down soon.
It could happen. We didn't expect this coming into the year, right, that he was going to have to start late. But either way, he's working in that changeup really well. I saw him striking out Chris Davis on that a couple times last night. I like the mix of pitches. The one thing with him is he's super aggressive inside. And that he's given up home runs early as a result. He gave up 30 last year, obviously up there in the league for that category. The biggest thing with Price is he's got to be careful about coming inside. He does that too often, and that's where he makes mistakes. If he's going to keep doing that, he can't afford to walk guys. Solo home runs aren't really going to hurt anybody. Your team's got to score anyways. But if you keep walking guys, which he did in the first game, didn't do it so much in the second game, and that's the big difference in why he was so successful.
Does he keep this up, you think?
I mean, he's only got 3 more starts left, Yanni. I don't know what to tell you.
You're really hanging on to that.
I'm going to stick to it till it happens, and then I will admit when I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong.
All right, so what do you make of Eddie Rodriguez? We saw him go down throwing his bullpen before the game in Baltimore the other night. Then he kind of labored through his outing. Now he's on the DL. What do you make of the injury itself? Do you think it was that fall? It was during the game? And how's he going to come back from this?
I think it was that fall, but the biggest thing that I take from all this is they asked him after the game, was that an issue? Was that part of why he had trouble? And he just said no. He didn't go and use it as an excuse. I had to battle through it. It doesn't matter. None of that. He just said no. And honestly, I think that's the biggest difference from Sale being at the front of this rotation versus David Price being at the front of this rotation. Because last year, Eduardo Rodriguez, it was the day before, and he bailed on a start, and then Henry Owens had to, quote, pitch. So it's like that's the big difference that Sale's making on this roster, this rotation.
Just more of an attitude thing. All right, finally, Red Sox and Yankees open up a 3-game set Tuesday in the Bronx. We've all talked about how the rivalry isn't what it used to be, but Sox coming in 2 games back. A lot of young, exciting players here. How excited are you for this series? Pomeranz, Porcello, and Price go for Boston.
I would say it's getting closer and closer to being what it used to be. Aaron Judge is an MVP candidate.
Right.
He's hit almost 20 home runs, and he doesn't just get them out of the park. And they got the judges' chambers in New York now too, the section for Aaron Judge. It's a very exciting series. I would like to see Porcello do well. I would like to see Pomeranz continue the run that he's been on. That would be huge. And obviously, it's a tough ballpark to pitch in. Never mind the fact that you're in New York. It's like a launching pad there. You just hit it just hard enough, and it's going to go out. So it's a crucial series at a fairly important point in the year.
How ugly is this Red Sox and Yankees media game going to be on Tuesday?
We're going to win, so that's all that matters.
I can't imagine. You played college baseball, but these Red Sox writers got to look terrible out there.
There are some who are not the best, and there are some who can hold their own, and then there's me. But I'm kidding. Well, I'm not completely kidding, to be honest.
Does Dan Shaughnessy play?
No, it's not. No, like Rob Bradford plays, Evan Drellick. Jason Mastrodonato, some of those guys, and they do pretty well. I mean, there are some solid players. Tom Verducci plays for the New York side. He actually looks like a catcher back there. I mean, does he necessarily play like a catcher? That's another story. But I'll be tweeting about it, so you guys I'll keep you updated.
Is that the closest you'll ever get to playing in the big leagues?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I tried out for big league teams. Does that count?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what you value more. I don't know why you find it so funny.
That's pretty cool experience, man.
It is funny. It is. I mean, the first time I was there, I was like, oh my God. I played shortstop, and it's like, this is where Derek Jeter played.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, taken aback by it at first.
That's pretty cool.
I wasn't very patient at the plate my first game. Got a little excited.
All right, well, good luck in that game.
I appreciate it.
I predict you'll hit for the cycle.
I'm hoping to hit 4 home runs, so I don't want to settle for a single.
Will the pitch come fast enough for you to hit it?
Probably not, but I had an inside the park home run at Fenway. So
are you going to get decked out with like wristbands and high socks and stuff?
No, I don't do no high socks. High socks last game, but not this game. No, definitely no wristbands. I'm not going to try and.
Are you going to wear a jersey with your name on it?
No.
All right, good.
I'm not that much of a clown. I know I have a goatee that you don't like or just jealous of, let's be honest.
Okay. All right, Nick Friar, thanks so much for coming in. We'll have much more from the Sports Wrap coming up right after this.